fracture. Same can be said in terms of injury for Ayanna Patterson. She's out with a concussion. So the Huskies are down a total of 5 players today. Zabel, the former Gatorade Player of the Year in Wisconsin, makes her first career start out there with Fudd, Williams, Strong, and Shade. High touch for the transfer from Wisconsin. Sarah Williams, Fudd on the drive. They swing it. Sarah Strong, book it.
Terrific ball movement inside out. Change sides of the floor. That's that efficiency we're talking about.
Sabu Gay is the standout for Providence at 14 points per game. She has the ball on the wing, 0 in white and black. Orla Gormley from Quincy, Massachusetts, the sophomore, maneuvers inside. Kick it out to the transfer, Brown. Tanisha Brown off the mark. Providence just played on Sunday at number 3 South Carolina. They trailed by just 12 at halftime. They hung in there, but this is a gauntlet of a stretch to play Connecticut to wrap up this new year. On the run, Gormley tracks it down. Searches for a trailer. UConn recovers defensively. Brown, the catch, finish.
Nice strong finish there by Brown in the lane.
Fairleigh Dickinson transfer. Spent her first few years of her college career at Merrimack. Fudd uses the up fake, stop and start. Chisels inside, Strong again. In and out. On the glass, Shade crashed, but a foul. It's on Shade, too much contact there.
Look at the nice ball movement. Inside out, and then the kick out to Strong.
36% on the season from deep. Now 19 made threes. Second most on Connecticut's team behind AZ Fudd, who's hit 43 in 13 games. Gino Auriemma's concern, as far as his team's defense, that's a beautiful Che. Fall away by Peyton Dunbar, the sophomore, first year at Providence, coming in from Virginia. Defensively, Connecticut, you've been impressed with them. They have to remain disruptive because teams will use a majority of the shot clock because of how efficient they are.
Absolutely, yeah. Not so efficient with that shot, AZ Fudd. But, you know, Providence is a much better defensive team than they are offensive team. Here the turnover with a walk by Sabu Gay. But I tell you what, Providence, I love their grit. I love their hustle. And they come out here fighting. Again, play the number 3 team over the weekend. Now the number 1 team doesn't faze them. They're just here to compete.
Quite a 4-day stretch. They are 8-6 on the year. A win over Boston College earlier in the non-conference part of the season. Their first win over the Eagles in 6 years. There's Coach Auriemma watching with a keen eye. His black undershirt with the jacket over it.
Yeah, that's the look this year.
And he's also the winningest coach ever in women's college basketball. Erin Bath, her 3rd year at Providence. Connecticut continues to stretch the floor. Sarah Strong, her 2nd triple in this first quarter. Full court by Fudd and Zabel. They wreak havoc. The kick out. Zabel!
I tell you, Ali Zabel, Gino Auriemma is so high on her as a player. She's a great scorer. You saw there, beautiful shot from 3-point range.
Providence seeing double, but making triple on the other end. Good looking stroke by Peyton Dunbar, the sophomore, who made 1 3 at South Carolina. She's the team leader in 3-pointers made, now up to 27.
Yeah, she started the season slow and has really come on of late.
Pass intended for Sarah Williams, picked off by Dunbar. 3.5 minutes gone by, first quarter. Number 1 Connecticut leads Providence by 2. And all Huskies in the all-time series. They have dominated this Providence team. Friars hope to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1992. Sarah Williams says, get out of here.
Williams is just such a great shot blocker. Those long arms. How about the defense there? With the quick steal and then the back-breaking 3.
6 on the shot clock for the Friars. Connecticut's won 38 consecutive meetings. on the outlet. That three doesn't go for Ashley Dingus, the freshman from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Against South Carolina, the Friars were just 3 of 17 from deep. Last touched by Providence.
UConn lucky that it's their possession. An ill-advised pass from Williams at the top of the key down to Strong. You can see his face, what he thinks.
Are you going to articulate it, or is that not made for TV?
His miserable face said it all.
Takeaway by the Friars. Gormley plays with pace, directs traffic. So much maturity for a sophomore. 1 win for Providence so far in league play over Georgetown in overtime. Fudd has 1 man to beat, drives it, scores it.
Really good anticipation by Easy Fudd on the defensive end to step in and pick that off. And then a good finish on the break.
First bucket for Fudd, co-team leader in scoring at 18.1 points per game. It'll be a competition all year between her and Sarah Strong. This is Gay, twisting and turning with the bounce in the paint. Double team. Not much room to breathe for Nalani Kasia. Too many steps.
Yeah, smothering defense at possession here. The nice anticipation, stepping in that passing lane. That one-handed pass from Gormley, she couldn't pull it back.
UConn can turn you over.
Oh.
They forced 24 a night. Providence already has 4 in the first 5. This time they beat them at their own game. Gormley flips it up. Strong the tap out. Brown recovers. And the Friars settle in the half court. Ball screen actions here for Dunbar. She can shoot it. Strong the switch, 4 to fire. Dunbar. Shot clock violation.
Pick apart what I say anyway. This goes back to playing for the guy all those years ago.
Well, Meg, he seems really happy with where this team is at. We had a chance to do the Marquette game a few weeks ago, and he will find things to put under a microscope to perfect what the product is on the floor.
Yeah, he's never satisfied. Not to say that, I mean, he doesn't share that he's happy too often.
Superb offense. Strong backdoor to Fudd. She earns 2 at the line.
But there's a lot to like about this UConn team. The way they play, you know, they're also so unselfish, which is a characteristic of his teams. They lead the nation at 24 assists a game. I mean, Gino's teams share the ball very well.
Sunday, it's the festive fixtures finale with Premier League Titans squaring off on Peacock. Erling Haaland leads Manchester City into a crucial showdown with Chelsea, live at 12:30 Eastern only on Peacock. Daisy Fudd has now hit 26 consecutive free throws. She's now 18 of 18 on the year. We approach 4 minutes to go in the first. Connecticut leads at 13-7. You mentioned the unselfish play, 24 assists per game. It's tops in the nation. Connecticut this season has 12 games with 20-plus assists. That's 12 games in a row with 20-plus assists. That's unheard of.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's part of their culture.
Turnover by Providence. El Alfie the catch and the deposit.
How about the pass from Strong? El Alfie was fronted in that low post. The pass had to be perfect.
Strong is now the UConn leader in assists this season. With KK Arnold out today, if you just joined us, she is out with a nasal fracture from Tuesday's practice.
How about that pass? The help from that left side came too late. Good finish by El Alfie.
Jenna El Alfie, redshirt sophomore from Egypt. Had a more significant role on last year's team, but the addition of Sarah Williams has limited her availability, but gives good minutes, especially in the offensive glass. This time, she lost it off the fingertips. Here comes Gay, freight train. Can't hit, El Alfie the board. Heckel on the run out. For 2.
Terrific long outlet pass to start the break by El Alfie.
Biggest lead of this first quarter. Connecticut by 10. Huskies 6 field goals, 5 assists.
Smart play there by Gormley to draw that foul on Quinones.
Gino Auriemma directs traffic to his defense. Heckel, Fudd, Quinones, El Alfi, and Strong. The quintet on.
She was going to get called. A little too much hands on the back pushing there. It's a physical game.
Carolina Sunday, because of their size, same thing here against Connecticut's front court. So I guess Sarah Strong with the extra effort playing to the whistle. The foul was before the shot on Heckel, her first. Points, 1 board, 1 assist. There are her ranks in the conference. Pretty good.
All of that in only 27 minutes a game.
Now, one thing we picked apart on Strong, she had 6 turnovers in the Marquette game. She has 4 in this first quarter. Heckel, that's how you run the give and go. To Blanca, Quinones.
You know, Blanca played professionally in Italy the last couple of years. She just carries herself like a pro. Nice job stepping in, stealing the ball. And again, the unselfish pass from Heckel back to Quinones.
18 years old, Blanca Quinones, UConn's first player from Ecuador and South America. You mentioned her three-point percentage, and she picks right up where she left off last game. 58% on the year, now 16 of 27 from distance. She's got 5 points. Insanity, an 11-0 run, double team. That's a 10-second call on Providence. Shooting stroke looks real nice.
You don't see that 10-second call a lot. But that nice skip pass, Quinones caught the ball, ready to shoot. Smooth release.
No turnovers yet for Blanca. And we tease because Gino Auriemma mentioned that she'll give them away with the best of them.
Yeah, he's not too sarcastic, is he?
Preseason games. Long way to go, but he calls her amazing. Sometimes a one-man show. Dish on the block. Blanca's there again. She's got 7.
Terrific pass there from Sarah Williams. She worked so hard on that possession.
Under 90 seconds to go in the quarter. It's a 15-0 Connecticut run. They did something very similar against Butler in their win the other day. Second chance opportunity for Providence. Can't capitalize. Rebound to Williams.
Yeah, those second chance points, Providence has to connect.
Fudd has not fired a three-pointer yet. Strong, you're going to give me that much room. I'll bury it in your face.
Yeah, I would guard her.
9 points for Strong. 18-0 run. We mentioned the game on Sunday against Butler. It was a 10-6 lead for the Bulldogs, and then UConn went on a 27-0 run. Fudd, shovel it, Strong, oh my God. Lethal, 4 threes for Strong in the quarter, 4 of 5. Even Meg's speechless.
Oh my gosh. You know, we talked about their offense. I mean, it was a good screen, but you know, it's just, you got to get around the body. You have to contest every time Sarah Strong has the ball in her hands. Make her pass it.
Sabu Gay aimed to split by 2 defenders, could not do so. Season high now for Strong in triples made in a game. And we're at the end of the first quarter. Shot clock is off. Fudd wants a turn. 3 seconds for Providence. Dingus nearly has it stripped. This high in threes made in the game is 5. That was this time last year against Iowa State. It's a 23-0 Connecticut run. This was once a 9-7 game. Now Gay guards the perimeter tightly to not give Strong an angle to shoot it.
Nice D there by Brown to knock that away.
UConn had 19 points off 11 Providence turnovers. Quinones drives it. could not bank it in. Rebound to Gormley. Number 4 in the Big East in assists per game, 6th in steals. Has orchestrated the offense well for just a sophomore. Gay comes off the curl. ISO on the block, spins into traffic. Gay has still yet to score now, 0 for 2 from the floor. Strong.
UConn does a really good job of taking away the opponent's top scorer. They want to make other people step up and beat you.
Connecticut intentional about getting 8 touches for Williams. 0 board. New 20. Knifing in Zabel. Providence comes up with the stop.
Good block there by Gormley.
Set up the open shooter, swish. It's Dunbar again. That's her second triple now, 8 points in this first half for Peyton Dunbar. Providence shooting 29% from the floor, 5 of 17. A team that needs to play a defensive style. They are second in the Big East, only behind UConn in scoring defense. 30-12, 2 minutes in, second quarter. Gormley the heave. Brown had another idea. Step back. Gorman, no. Rather Dunbar. Strong with an authoritative pass. Fudd is on the court.
Easy Fudd wide open in that corner.
Connecticut now 7 of 10 from distance. Fudd's got 7 points. They just don't stop defending.
There's a relentlessness about this team on both ends of the floor.
Coughed up by the Friars. Turnover number 12. Fudd. Delay. Azie's got 9. Providence allows 57.6 points per game. UConn could very well get there in the half. The spray, three-pointer short. Dingus could not hit. Strong wants to run the show. Horns action. Strong. Settle. She ties her career high. 5 3-pointers, and we still have 6 and change to go in the first half. 15 for Sarah Strong. Tim's got the beanie on today. You mentioned it's cold in here.
I wish I had a hat like that on right now. Probably wouldn't look quite like that on me, but.
How about Kaylee Heckel? Hands in the cookie jar. Hustle by Gormley. You love to see it. And that is the DNA of Erin Bath's teams. Her third year at Providence. They're going to keep playing hard despite the score.
Yeah, it's grit. You know, and they've got grit written on the back of their shooting shirts. Great hustle there by Gormley. That kid is just one of the hardest workers you'll ever see.
Shea chases down the offensive board. Sarah Strong is on the bench now for Connecticut. 5 triples in the first half. A new career high has been matched. Nowhere to go for Williams. Tossed it over the head of Zabel, who, if you're just joining us, made her first career college start. In for the injured KK Arnold. A nasal fracture at Tuesday's practice has her sidelined today.
You know, and it's, you know, you never like to see a kid get hurt, but it's an opportunity. And Zabel has stepped into the starting lineup. She already knocked down a 3, making things happen. And that turnover there with Williams was just a lack of playing together.
Connecticut 9 turnovers. Providence has 13. Gormley rescues the ball, kick it. Dunbar short, shot clock to 3. Hustle by Williams, darted to the corner. Bodies flailing. Fudd is on it. Heckel to drive to Fudd. Extra 3-pointer is good. She delivers.
Again, such great ball movement, unselfishness.
Meg, Connecticut is now 9 of 13 from deep. That's 69%. They entered today number 1 in the country in three-point percentage at 40.5. That is going up, which is incredible. A lot of dribbling here by Gormley. Shot clock is down to 5. Dunbar, a contested tray right between the eyes of Fudd. She's got 11 points in this first half. Zabel knife to the rim. Nice idea by Williams. Poked away by Fudd. As they play crisscross at the half-court line. Williams down the runway. Fudd found her.
It's just that relentlessness of UConn.
First bucket for Sarah Williams, who joined the Huskies this year after 3 seasons in Madison with Wisconsin. Last year's Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Coach Oriema is pleased with her improvement in approach, as well as her rebounding and passing. Connecticut's made 16 field goals, 15 assists.
Really good ball movement. I just love just how crisp this team is playing right now. It's fun to watch.
Does it have you feeling like the old days when you were playing? And that's no knock on any recent teams, because they've all been very good
Not that long
teams.
ago. We didn't play like this, but this reminds me of the early UConn teams, like in the early 2000s,
Okay.
when they were really dominant. A little almost too unselfish there, Kaylee Heckle. Shoot the ball.
Fudd, that release is swift, but too much contact on the block. Brown drew the foul. It's on Heckle.
Could have gone to a number of players in blue, I think.
I would agree. It's the second foul on Kaylee Heckle, the USC transfer. A few games ago against DePaul, tied her career high with 16 points. Connecticut 4-0 in league play. Providence at 1-2. The other unbeaten in the Big East is Villanova.
Really good job.
Free throws.
Yeah, good job by Providence not turning it over. That was Aaron Bath's big concern coming into the game, was not turning the ball over against the press. Here they did a nice job of getting the ball up the floor and drawing the foul.
It all comes down to this, folks. In the final game of the NFL season, the Ravens and the Steelers will battle for the AFC North crown. It's winner go home Sunday Night Football finale. Ravens Steelers coverage starts 7 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. I know you're an Eagles fan. Who you got? Ravens and Steelers.
Well, I got to go for the Ravens only because their team orthopedic surgeon played for UConn.
Oh!
Dr. Lee Curl. Yes, she did.
What a plug! So Providence earlier in the first half got called for a 10-second violation,
If there's
and they returned the favor.
Anything that's going to make that man irate. He's saying to Ash, you got to dribble the ball up the floor.
Connecticut's turned it over 11 times. Providence, though, has 15. Passes picked off.
Yeah, make that 16.
Heckle runs the show. No KK Arnold today. Alfie spin right into it. Missed the lay. Second chance opportunity. The bruise and the bucket.
She's frustrated. All she had to do when the ball first came in was just turn over her left shoulder. There was no one there. See? She came back the other way, made it harder on herself.
Well, hey,
At least she's going to go for 3 here.
we're about silver linings. We're approaching a new year. She is the team leader in offensive rebounds. Maybe the New Year's resolution is to finish it the first time.
There you go.
Now, Alfie is a redshirt sophomore at 6'5". Could not complete it. Connecticut's lead, 45-17. 28. It gets dangerous calling Huskies games doing point differential on the air.
I leave that to you.
Smart woman. Princess Moody, freshman guard from Maryland, drives it and got bumped on the wrist. More than a bump, she hit the deck.
Got fouled a couple different ways that time by Kaylee Heckle.
UConn is over the limit now and then Tuesday in practice. It's her first time ever missing a college game. 92 career games at UConn. Moody's at the stripe. This year shooting the free throws at 56%. Good looking stroke there. Providence is fighting in this second quarter. Trailing it just 15-12. The strip. Kasia could not make the Huskies pay. Dribble handoff to Blanca Quinones. Finds an edge. Foul. And we're staying over here.
Providence has done a really good, consistent job of boxing out. That time forced El Alfi over the back.
And the foul is on Moody, officially. Aaron Bath, coaching on the fly, has embraced these big game atmospheres lately. South Carolina Sunday, and then the UConn game. That was a foul on the floor. No shot, foul before the shot attempted by Shade. So El Alfi just got punished for a foul, and we're going the other way.
Like most kids, she did not agree. But whoever actually thinks they fouled.
Offensive fouls go down as turnovers, so Connecticut's up to 12. Friars with 16, and the Huskies have scored 25 points off of them. Can they do it again? Push pass, and Shade fires it, recovers. As we go to 2 minutes to go in the half. Fudd, Mitty, yes. She's in double figures with 11 points. Really is like a shooting clinic out there for AZ Fudd. Any location on the floor, so lethal.
In just the purest form. I mean, just, it's perfect. It's so consistent. It's the same way every time.
Oh, Sarah Williams, the stuff.
Such a good shot blocker. Wow. Her timing is great. Hands up. Great help.
16 block shots on the season. In her 3 years at Wisconsin, 91 games, blocked 211 shots. Coach Oriema identified her in the transfer portal to fill that front court need, to go for a repeat. Brown has had a quiet half, just 4 points, and the leading scorer for the Friars, Sabu Gay, just 0 points in 14 minutes. Has not found comfort in this game. Right now is on the bench. Here comes Dingus, checks in for Tanisha Brown, grad student. First quarter, it ended 30-7. Providence is just -5 in the second. Quinones, the drive, the bounce, Williams, shot was altered, and a foul called. They will get Isosa Imafidan, junior from Nigeria. Her first Louisville transfer.
Look at these season stats versus what they're doing today. I think they will surpass their season numbers, I would imagine, in the second half.
A team that averages 90 points per game, top 10 in the country. They are living up to their billing.
Yeah, they just have a lot of different weapons.
I think it's stunning too. You mentioned this off the top. We mentioned where Sarah Strong ranks in the conference. That's why, folks. That's why the minutes played aren't very high, because they are meeting their averages and what they're expected to do in a 40-minute game. 20 minutes into the game.
I mean, gosh, she had what, 5 threes in the first quarter
to tie her career high. Minute to go. Gormley searches, picks up the dribble. Fudd digs in. Imafidan coughed up. Strong breaks the timeline. Does UConn go for a 2-for-1? Outlet. Almost another 3 for the Huskies. Zabel off the mark. UConn's hit 9 first half threes. Moody dribble drive. 5.5-second difference, game clock and shot clock. Ball screen action. Dinkus, the bounce. Imafidan, back out. And with 2, Fudd searches for an opportunity here. AZ Fudd, stop and start. And coughed it up.
She's frustrated. She wants that one back. Good break for Providence.
So UConn has now surpassed its team average in turnovers. And no shot for Providence at the end of this first half. Day in practice. And Allie Zabel in her first career start has looked good. 3 points, made a triple. The assist rate remains high for Connecticut. 18 buckets, 15 assists. They shoot 60% in the half. Providence just 26%. Dunbar, 21 in white, showed well, had 11 points. Brown on the attack, tried to reverse it in, and then a reach by Brown. Oftentimes, missed layups lead to fouls. Here's a look at Dunbar, sophomore guard from Narrows, Virginia. Averages 10 a game, she's surpassed it.
Yeah, I loved her grit and fight in that first half. Shot the ball confidently. Just didn't get enough looks.
Didn't get a lot of looks when she was at Virginia. 8 minutes per game, has taken advantage. 27 tonight, Fudd, in and out. Offensive rebound, Shade. They swing it on the perimeter. Strong made 5 threes in the half to tie a career high. And bounced it to the bench. And that irritates Coach Oriema.
You think? Just too unselfish there, Sarah Strong. Shoot the ball.
I'm sure if you talked to Gino and said, hey, look at all these assists, he'd say, yeah, look how many turnovers we had.
That will be his takeaway.
It's kind of a fair counter, though, because they just cancel each other out, I suppose. Now, it's about Providence making them pay for it, and that's the difference in the game. UConn has made the Friars pay for their mistakes. Brown with the catch, and there was contact on the block. Williams bodies Dunbar. Sarah Williams at 6'4". From Brooklyn, New York, moved to Toronto in 2018. That Champions Classic was a good time for her at Barclays Center. See some family. Dunbar too strong. And Williams comes over to guard Brown on the weak side. It's a good battle here. Brown was not afraid against South Carolina. Williams got a tip. Strong. Lob it. Williams. Missed layup. Collapse by Gay and the Friars. She did not score in that first half. She is on the board. Sabu Gay.
With an exclamation point with that bucket.
She's 8th in the Big East in scoring. 6th in field goal percentage. That was just her 3rd shot attempt. Huskies try to answer. Zabel saw it go halfway down and out. Gormley with the trickery on the crossover. Now Tanisha Brown. Dingus to Gormley. Pull up. Yep. She's like, where's the call?
Yeah, she's like, come on, I got hit. Good finish.
First 2 points of the day. Katie and Tim can barely stay seated. They're so elated. On the takeaway, Strong absorbs contact and is sent to the line.
How about this finish on the other end to avoid the block? The nice use of the left hand. And Gormley, she got bumped there a little bit. At least she thought so.
She plays tough. This entire Providence team plays tough. Gay is the leader of that. So is Brown, who's played a ton of college basketball. Her grad year. Sarah Strong this year an 86% free throw shooter. Preseason AP All-American, Big East preseason player of the year. Has lived up to it thus far. In each and every game, you just don't know how she might impact it as far as how she scores it or how she dictates a game defensively.
Yeah, Sarah Strong is just one of these, you know, I want to say once-in-a-lifetime players, but UConn has had a lot of them. Going back to Diana Taurasi, Brianna Stewart.
They were okay. They were pretty good.
Yeah, Sarah Strong will go down if she continues on this pace as one of the best, if not the best, that Gino Oriema's ever had.
About 3 minutes gone by here in the third. Brendan Glasheen, Como, happy New Year to you. This New Year's Eve, it's all Huskies looking to go to 14-0 and 5-0 in conference play. It's their best start to a campaign since the 17-18 season. They went 36-1 and fell to Notre Dame in the national championship.
Sarah Williams is working hard in the lane.
Awarded.
Shane finally gets her the ball. And then the exclamation point there with the foul and the opportunity for 3.
Fouls on Brown, that's her 3rd. Here's what's coming up here on Peacock. UConn men visit Xavier today at 5 Eastern. Number 4 Huskies on Friday. Top 25 matchup, USC and Michigan. Another good one in the Big Ten, Michigan State and Nebraska Friday night. And on Saturday, always fun to watch USC and UCLA tangle. Check it out. Big Ten and Big East on Peacock. Gormley slithers, finds an open Moody, buries it. Good offense by the Friars.
I love the spacing, the ball movement, and one of the best names in college basketball, Princess Moody.
Makes me think about Shrek, to be honest with you. And when he allows Lord Farquaad to pick each of the princesses, Princess Moody should get an opportunity.
There you go.
Right?
Okay.
You got Snow White, Cinderella, Princess Fiona, and how about Princess Moody?
Okay.
No, that's not what registers for you? My brain's weird sometimes. I'll work on that in 26.
Work out in the new year, yeah.
Flood to trigger it in. Coach Oriema watches intently, arms folded. Fudd roaring off the screen, strong. That would have been a new career high. 6 threes, Fudd, tight ropes. Strong barrels in, rolls out. Another opportunity. We're going the other way.
Maybe we'll that's a good question.
I'm just confirming.
Yeah. She's a great, I want to say kid. Backcourt call here. Turnover.
Number 22 for the Friars.
There she is, Linda Miles. One of the great players from Rutgers, great personality. And a great young official. Barb Jacobs got her into officiating. She wanted me to give Barb a shout out. Former supervisor of officials for the Big East.
And this time it's Williams getting hacked by Sophie Hall. She brings great energy running up and down the floor. You know, Connecticut a bit dislodged offensively. Huskies shot 60% in the first half. And in second half action, they are just 2 of 9 from the floor. This is Williams to the line for the first time today. 56% free throw shooter.
We have to admire the effort that Providence made to change things up, making it difficult for UConn to shoot.
The NBA is on NBC and Peacock. Monday nights, it's Peacock NBA Monday. Tuesdays in primetime, it's Coast to Coast Tuesday on NBA and Peacock. The NBA on NBC and Peacock. A couple of great games this weekend. We hit that bookmark in the calendar, Christmas, and the action is starting to heat up across all levels of basketball. Once again, UConn coughs it up. Gay, the right intention for Gormley. Stays Providence ball at the midway point of this third quarter.
Yeah, Gino Oriema not happy with the way his team has handled the basketball. Some of the unforced errors that they've had.
Hamburger in the ball game. Joins Gormley, who has the ball in her hands a ton. The team leader in assists at 4.4 a game. Gay against Fudd. Tried to trigger in a pass intended for Melanie Kasia. And Iowa State over Houston.
You know, I think Michigan is a really good team. UConn played them
at the Mohegan.
At Mohegan, yeah, like about a month ago. Kim Barnes-Enrico's done an unreal job there. at Michigan.
Silas Swords, whoa.
Unreal.
Big game player.
They're really good, tough. But Texas is really good at number 2. I mean, people are already talking about UConn, Texas.
Strong is denied. That'll be a memory for Sam Mancini to stuff the great Sarah Strong. And let's not forget, South Carolina, who just played Providence on Sunday. Dawn Staley always has her teams peaking at the right time. FUD, that's cash money. Way too much room. Well, you're going to FUD around and find out. Good podcast in 2025. Hopefully it's part of your Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, right. You know, and I'm happy for AZ in that case because she created that possession with the great steal on the other end.
There's just weapons everywhere, and it's pick your poison for Providence. Transition triple. FUD's up to 16. That was her second 3 to go with 5 assists.
So Strong misses a shot, tries to put it back up. Sammy Mancini with the block there of Sarah Strong.
Nearly the friendly bounce for Dunbar, who had 11 first-half points. Quinones being coached up to not just play at one speed. Settle in the half court for Connecticut. They shot 60% in the first half. That has dipped to 50%. They were just 3 of 12 in the second half. Heckel, nifty move to the rack.
Yeah, nice finish there with that right hand to avoid the block.
It's remarkable. Heckel coming into today's game, a 51% shooter. The three-point percentage has been the struggle. She didn't shoot it great from 3 last year at USC, but once she gets that element of her game consistent, look out. A pest defensively as well for Connecticut. 18 steals amongst the trees. Mancini may have touched it last. No, UConn did. Providence today, just 28% from the floor. We did a game a few weeks ago when they played Marquette. A pretty good team offensively shooting.
Yeah.
You love UConn's defense this year.
How about UConn's defense? I mean, they lead the Big East, and look at those 4 different categories. They just, and that rebound differential, you know, that's a compelling stat as well. I mean, they're so consistent.
Just to shoot. Moody to Dunbar. She forgot about the shot clock. Turnover number 26 for Aaron Bath's team.
It's just really good defense by UConn to force that turnover, but Providence has got to communicate when the shot clock is getting low. And what a great spark she has been off the bench for Providence this year.
First points of the afternoon for Ashley Dingus, the freshman from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Has started the last 6 games now for the Friars. Quinones flips it up. Kay the rebound. Moody pushes the ball. Friars set up in the half court. Dingus the bounce. Gay against FUD. But a matchup. Here's the third. Nice dipsy do by Sabu Gay.
And AZ FUD has worked really hard to take everything away from Gay. It was just great persistence by Sabu Gay to knock that in.
No short order. AZ FUD has upped her steals production over the last couple of games. 30 on the year, tied with KK Arnold for second on the team. Squeeze through traffic, but FUD unable to lay it in. Moody pushes pace. All fumbled the ball. Could not trigger a shot. Final minute, third quarter. Moody with joy. 8 points for Princess Moody. But Connecticut answers. They're now up to 11 three-pointers. Zabel makes it rain in her first career start. What an opportunity for Zabel. Of course, we hope the best for KK Arnold, but as you said, next woman up, and she's taking advantage.
You got to be ready, and you got to step in when your team needs you. And Ally Zabel is doing just that.
Quinones the big switches on. Moody. Shot clock to 6. Gormley attacks the basket. Zabel is guilty for a foul. Zabel is guilty for a foul. 2024 McDonald's All-American. Two-time Wisconsin Gatorade Player of the Year. Okay. The other side, it's
she got AZ Fudd off her feet. It was a really nice play by Gay. To show it. AZ Fudd buys it. And then buys it. Step through. And then the step through.
Orla Gormley to the free throw line. Connecticut is over the limit. Same can be said for Providence. Gormley on the year is 69% free throw shooter. Played in just 11 games as a freshman. Due to a foot injury. Now started about 15 games for the Friars.
She is the floor general, and they missed her those last 22 games last year. What a difference she makes! What a difference she makes! So tough.
She's a tough kid at 5'6", not imposed by her opponent. UCONN nearly struck it. UCONN is back at home against Seton Hall on Saturday. We talked about this. We did that Marquette game a couple weeks ago, and then we knew UConn was going to head to Barclays, playing the Champions Classic. That Butler game sneaky. I heard South Carolina Providence broadcast. They had a great discussion about that first game after Christmas as a player, conditioning, all of it. Fans wanted Heckle to miss a pair. Nice play by Blanca Quinones at the force. They forced 19 a game, which was 4th in the nation. UConn this season as well. They've amped it up defensively. They averaged 11 steals per game in 24-25, and early in 25-26, they've stolen the ball 15 times a night, which is 4 more than last year. Good start for Providence to the half. Tingus gets a 2 back.
Blanca Quinones can score so many different ways.
And that's now 5 straight games in double figures. We highlighted her off the top. The 5-time Big East Freshman of the Week.
How about this? Nicely defended, and then. She's a freshman, folks. But you can tell she's got a maturity about her. She's played professionally in Italy for the last several years. From Ecuador originally. She's special.
Yeah, the Serie A1 league since 2020. So it's not just a year or two. It's almost half a decade worth of professional ball. You're playing against grown women over there.
Yeah.
Alfie can only grin.
She pulled her hands back. I mean, could she have looked more guilty?
Quinones off the mark. Alfie tried to volleyball it in there. Gay in transition has made her mark this season. Draws a foul. Off the bounce, feasting in transition. Sabu Gay, one of the top scorers in the Big East. We didn't call her name at all in the first half.
Yeah, and that was a focal point of UConn and shoot around this morning, just wanting to make sure that they took her out of the game. She averages 14 a game. They're the leading scorer for Providence. They want to make someone else step up. You can't keep great scores down for too long. Gay doing a much better job this half.
Played her college basketball last year at Florida A&M. And then spent 2 years prior to that at New Mexico State. Played on Senegal's senior national team in the summer of 24. Considering Connecticut comes off a blowout win over Butler, they're trying to maintain this hot start to go to 14-0, their best record through 13 games since the 17-18 season. No KK Arnold today, but Zabel has delivered. Right on cue, taking advantage of an opportunity, her first career start. She's up to 9 points, her third 3.
Yeah, she got the start for Arnold, who broke her nose in practice yesterday. Ayanna Patterson also out with a concussion.
Make it 13 consecutive games for Connecticut with 20-plus assists.
Well, how about that great finish on the break by Heckle? Off the nice bounce pass from Quinones. And then pretty form of Zabel.
Gay tight ropes, kick it. Booty, shifty. Quinones the rebound.
The shot just altered enough by those outstretched arms.
Zabel. Not that time. You just said it. 3 threes for the top 10 recruit in the 2024 class. Last year she played in 33 games off the bench and did the most she could in her 8 minutes per game. This year Zabel, while mostly a reserve until today, until now for her whole career, 15 and a half minutes per game this season. Heckel checks out with her 4th foul.
It was really good. I'm impressed at how Providence has done a really good job of boxing out. That's what forced that foul on Heckel, was a good box out.
Why not fire it? Too strong by Dingus. Going the other way. Providence today just 33% shooting. They have drilled threes, which is one of the things you nitpick with Connecticut. Their 3-point defense. Providence is 7 of 16 at 44%. Quinones playing a game of chase. And stripped. Gay assertive at midcourt and lays it home. Sabu Gay up to 8 points. She was held scoreless in the first 20 minutes. El Alfie barreled in there, and the blocking foul on Providence.
The game has gotten really physical, but Gay, nice job picking up that loose ball. A good finish to get herself on the board again.
It's been a hard game for grad student at Providence, Tanisha Brown, getting the rhythm. She picks up her 4th foul. She fouled out in the South Carolina game, held 24 minutes. Brown get the job done off the court, pursuing a Master's of Education of Higher Ed as a grad student. Williams bounce it, El Alfie finish it.
Beautiful pass from Sarah Williams. That's just being aware and knowing your teammate is wide open. As soon as she got that ball, she was going to bounce past that down to El Alfie.
In today's game, got to be a big that can pass effectively. High-low connection, Gay. Now you see, now you don't, earns 2. She's found a rhythm in this ball game. Let's break down this last set by Connecticut's bigs.
So how about the ball comes in, the double. Really good recognition by Williams, knowing there's 2 people on me, someone's going to be wide open. El Alfie, the happy recipient.
What if your eyes and ears were hacked? Simu Liu and Melissa Barrera star the thrilling spy series, The Copenhagen Test, streaming now only on Peacock. (79-44). Providence was a double at Zabel. In the hands of Quinones. Drive, find El Alfie. Consecutive finishes in the paint. 8 points for Jenna El Alfie.
What a great pass from Quinones, too. On the move, finding the open teammate.
UConn's played 8 players today. 7 of 8 have at least 2 assists. Smooth by Dingus. Her 4th one of the game. Check that, just her 3rd.
I guess we're going to have a whistle every possession this quarter. How about this? Just a savvy play there by Quinones. And El Alfie was ready for it.
Sarah Williams will stay on the floor. That was her 4th foul. It's a bigger lineup for Coach Oriema with El Alfie, Williams, and Quinones all on the floor. Khalees Fisher has checked into the game.
A turnover there by Providence. The inbounder moved while the ball was in her hands. That was a walk.
Fisher's got it. The freshman from Baltimore played at IMG Academy. Slow set here by Connecticut. Zabel has her pocket picked.
Active hands defensively.
Moody searches, spin, floated. That was pretty by Moody.
Beginning to end, all Moody.
Fisher passes up the triple, drives it strong. Who wants it? Hot potato.
You heard the official say, relax.
At noon Eastern. We shall see. We had the Marquette game. We shall see. We had the Marquette game a few weeks ago, and that team was picked second in the preseason poll. And while they had its moments, you have to play a near flawless game.
You can't turn the ball over. You got to shoot it well. You can't turn the ball over. You got to shoot it well. Take advantage of the opportunities that you have. And they just make it really difficult for you to get into any kind of rhythm or flow offensively.
Come alive in the second half. Moody's come alive in the second half. Number 2, White sneaks, and Black has pink sneaks. 10 points. One of 3 players in double figures. Gay has 10. Dunbar with 11 all in the first half. As for Connecticut, Fudd, Strong, Quinones. Their top 3 leading scorers, all at their season averages or just a smidge better. Khalees Fisher getting some run for Connecticut. 7 in blue. Quinones created separation. Momentarily, Williams finds Quinones. Paint touch El momentarily. Williams finds Quinones. Paint touch El Alfie. Her finishing ability in muscles it up. Stood up. And her finishing ability in the second half has stood out.
It has, and you know that kid has worked really hard. And credit Chris Daly. Early mornings, working with all the time, just working on her game. In early mornings, just all the time, just working on her game religiously, consistently.
Coach
paying off.
She's been with Gino for all 41 years. There's Coach Daly. She's been with Gino for all 41 years.
I mean, you mentioned him. They're like peanut butter and jelly. Mentioned, you know. I mean, you mentioned him. Chance to join him. Her name gets mentioned. You know. I mean, she took a chance to join him when he took his job at this weird little cow town up in Connecticut. You know, Philadelphia. She was him coming. He was at Virginia. But he's from Philadelphia. She was from Jersey. She was at Rutgers. You're going shopping? People are like, you're doing
and
what?
They decided we're going to recruit.
What stores? You're going shopping? What are you doing?
And then they decided we're going to recruit Meg Coleman. Sorry,
Meg Pattison back then. I couldn't play for them now. That's for sure.
Sorry, that was bad.
Nah, it's all right. I couldn't play for them now. That's for sure.
The decision for you comes down, I would say, further, but not in terms of. The decision for you comes down, I would say, further down the list in terms of.
Hey, I'm still hanging around.
Yeah, that's things they didn't do right. They love seeing you.
Hey, I'm still hanging around.
Yeah, that's Sarah Williams says, they love seeing you. Mentioned it off the top. Sarah Williams has fouled out of the game. Down KK Arnold. Mentioned it off the top. Just joining us. Connecticut down KK Arnold today, as well as Ayanna Patterson. They both got hurt in Tuesday's practice. For Arnold, it's a nasal fracture. As for Patterson, it's her first time in her UConn career ever missing a game. Already without Morgan As for Shelley, Patterson, concussion. And Huskies were already without Morgan Shelley, Ice Brady, and Caroline Ducharme. Heckel, Zabel, Fisher on the floor now. It's Heckel, Zabel, Fisher, El Alfie, and Quinones. Team's leading scorer.
Good active hands there by Gay to steal that ball.
The team's leading scorer up to the races. Burst in for 2.
And she earned
Gay
that one
is now up to 12 points.
Steal. And she earned that one with that steal. And then
she did
the
not
tough finish on the other end.
4 of 6 in the second half. She did not score in the first half. 4 of 6 in the second half.
What a cut by Kaylee Heckel. And a good pass from Quinones. Heckel was overplayed to back cut.
Heckel was identified in the transfer portal. She's got it makes a lot of sense why Heckel was identified in the transfer portal. She's got the IQ, picks up on things quickly. When you come off the challenge now is you have a window of minutes when you come off the bench with such a deep team that you have to capitalize.
Yeah, you have to. You have to make the most of every opportunity. And not let these kids opportunities go by. Being one of them, and you have to give a lot of these kids credit. They come in, El Alfie being one of them, and certainly Kaylee Heckel. And that's what you need kids to do. They come in, they make things happen. They change the game when they come in, and that's what you need kids to do when they come off the bench.
Every player that has checked in for UConn has scored today. Every player that has checked in for UConn has scored today. Heckel's got 9. Huskies 54% to this point in the game. 48% Huskies 54% to this point in the game. 48% from three. They've made 12 of them. They had 9 in the first half.
We know UConn can turn you over.
And that's really what this game felt like from the beginning. We know UConn can turn you over,
just
make you pay for it. But the three-point shooting just overwhelmed Providence from the very beginning.
Anyway, it's going to be a challenge. A really good defensive team. They're against UConn anyway, and Providence is a really good defensive team. They're better defensively than they are offensively. They struggle to score at times, and if you get down when Sarah Strong alone makes 5 threes in the first quarter, that's a big mountain to climb back from.
Strong with 17 today. Strong with 17 today.
In the first quarter.
4 of her 5 threes came in the first quarter. The 5 triples tie her career high. Azzi Fudd with 18 to lead all scorers. She played 24 minutes today. Azzi Fudd with 18 to lead all scorers. 6 assists. Of course, we are thrilled to have the Big East on Peacock this year. Of course, we are thrilled to have the Big East on Peacock this year. UConn set to go to 5-0. They do have a couple of other tests in the non-conference in the next couple of weeks. Connecticut will play Notre Dame at Gamble Pavilion on January 19th, and then on February 1st, they'll play Tennessee at People's Bank Arena in Hartford. The measuring stick kind of games.
Got up to applaud Fisher for not
the UConn bench got up to applaud Fisher for not missing the second one. I think there's some sort of giveaway for the fifth. We didn't get the memo.
What else is new?
Chick-fil-A sandwich. That might be the players impersonating it. Chick-fil-A sandwich. That might be the players impersonating it. It's a good time.
She is one of the best
Sarah Strong,
kids.
she's all business on the floor. She has a good time.
She is one of the best kids. Great sense of humor. Popular with her teammates. She's just a great kid. Popular with her teammates, yeah.
Did you watch Wicked recently? Popular?
No, popular with her teammates. Yeah.
Did you watch Wicked recently?
No.
Sarah Strong defies gravity. I did. I watched it on the plane.
She defies
Pretty good. Sarah Strong defies gravity.
A special basketball player. She is just a special basketball player.
Speed is off the charts. Fisher, oh gosh, that speed is off the charts. Khalees Fisher, her first bucket of the game.
Sign of what's to come.
Khalees Fisher.
For UConn as that kid continues. That's a sign of what's to come for UConn as that kid continues to grow
Fisher
and
named
improve.
Big East preseason freshman of the year. Just 7 minutes. Fisher named Big East preseason freshman of the year. Just 7 minutes so far per game.
So fast
Her 12th
with the
appearance.
basketball. So fast with the basketball. Has changed the direction
Fisher
to avoid that
led
contact.
IMG Academy to its first national championship. Fisher led IMG Academy to its first national championship. Besides 2025, she scored 25 points in that game. Couple of extra. Decides to give it up. Cashes in. Extra pass. Couple of extra passes. Shane cashes in. Of Connecticut on display. The unselfish nature of Connecticut on display once again. Assists. They are up to 25 number 1 assists. They average 24 a game, which is number 1 in the country. Digging into some of the all-time NCAA history records for assists per game. 86-87 NCAA history. Villanova back in 86-87. That's the NCAA record. They averaged 24.7 today per game. That's the NCAA record. Over 24. Connecticut entered today. They keep this up. Just a smidge over 24. They keep this up. They could very well get there. 24.3 for the season as of today.